Check out that sky. It's absolutely crazy. It's all streaky. It looks like it's going to drop some rain on us or something, but just still so dry and nothing around. Just crazy how dry it actually is. End of the month, and we literally in a lot of trouble for winter this year, I'd say. So it's not really much we can do about it, but hang on and get ready for the ride, because it's going to be yeah, pretty dismal, I think, by midwinter. Well, the reality of where I am at the moment is you can see the grass there behind me, and it's pretty simple. That there should be around about waist to shoulder height at the moment. That's sort of normal at the end of summer. We're just going in, it's the end of summer, we're into autumn tomorrow, and yeah, we should have water in the dams, we should have all of that up and going, but it's just not happened this year. We thought this was going to be a cracking season, and we're really hoping to break the drought, but the reality is we're still smack bang in the middle of it, and although things are green at the moment, there's been a little bit of rain, there's really not enough to get through winter this year. So we're in for a really tough season of buying water and yeah, trying to get through all without going insane a little bit. So yeah, really not much else to say about it. It's hard to think about, but we've got to start preparing. We've already been preparing for the last couple of months because it really looked dry right through from December onwards. We got a little bit of rain. January was looking okay, and then February's just been an absolute flop for the rain side. It's we've had nothing. No cyclones have sort of brought any weather in. Nothing's sort of really, everything's missed us pretty much. My recent trip out Western Queensland, you saw all the rivers were flowing. They've had an absolute bumper season out there, but just literally 60 to 80 kilometres up the road from here in Brisbane they've had rain continuously. They've had massive amounts of rain. Within 50 kilometres of here, they've had over a metre of rain in places this year alone, this summer alone, sorry. And yeah, it's a bit disheartening when it's so close to you, and it all happens so quick, and you miss out on the whole lot. But we've had little bits and pieces. We've got water in the tanks at the moment, so that's pretty cool. We'll be able to hopefully pick up a couple of new tanks pretty soon, and hope to get some water in those as well. So even if we have to buy it, then it's worth it, you know, getting through. So just about getting as much water as we can, and enough water storage at the moment. So like I said, the dams are empty, and there's nothing really we can do about that but deal with it. And yeah, that's about it really. So just looking at this sky, it just looks awesome. It's like streaky and funky looking, and it's like herringbone patterns in it, and yeah, it's just cool to look at, but it'd be just nice if it rained. We were talking about this, the track that runs up what we call the laneway here on the farm, and yeah, it's been ages since we've even had to lock the old mule here into four-wheel drive. We could just drive up that. It's been dusty and dry for months and months and months, well, years now actually. So even when it rains at the moment, we had 20 odd mil the other day. I think we had 27 mil in total. 26 from the storm, but 27. So that was all water in the tanks, and that's fantastic. And it's great to get that water flowing into the tanks. But any water that hit the ground literally sucked into the ground like a sponge. It's so dry. It's just it's feeding weeds. There's not really much grass around at all, and we're in for a hard season. So it's just about stocking up, buying as much hay as we can fit in the shed, stocking up on stock feed, making sure that everything is in place for what's going to be a really hard season. So that's about it really. That's all we can really chat about at the moment. It's that's our focus at the moment. It's insane. It's I'm saying a lot because I really didn't want to be talking about this, but unfortunately we decided to do the YouTube journey, so it's a part of it, and we have to chat about that as well. So keep the smiles on our faces, and keep punching out the content, and just really thankful for all of your support out there as well. So all of you guys that subscribe to the channel, that you know, you press like, leave comments, do all of that. It really does mean so much to us. Yeah, if you watch the ads, hey, thank you so much. You know, it doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out as well. Every cent helps, and it's going to be a long season, but I'm sure we'll be able to all push through it, and yeah, well, you guys can ride along with us through it and see how we go. So that's about it, really. Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to be doing this video, but I was hoping that we'd have some water, and I had plans of building a pontoon this year and doing some stuff down the dam, and maybe getting enough water in there again to start stocking some fish again. But nah, none of that come to fruition. It's all but thrown out the window for the year, and maybe do it next year. So that's the way we've got to look at it at the moment. So we might get really lucky, you know. We might get a March cyclone hit, a late cyclone hit, and come down. But we could just hope that we get one and it drops about 200 or 300 mils on it. So that'd be nice. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be an option. And we can hope. But yeah, that's about it. There you go.